Right then, lads. Forget your roaring engines and petrol fumes for a moment. Let's talk about something just as crucial in this new age of motoring electric vehicle batteries. These silent powerhouses are the beating heart of the electric revolution, and Panasonic. They're the maestros behind some of the most sought-after batteries on the planet. Without these technological marvels, your fancy electric cars are nothing more than fancy paperweights. They're in bed with some of the biggest names in the car business. Tesla, Toyota, you name it. These car manufacturers, they know a thing or two about performance, and they wouldn't go near Panasonic if these batteries weren't the absolute dogs danglers. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to get more update videos. Every Panasonic EV battery starts its life as raw materials, sourced from every corner of the globe. We're talking lithium, nickel, cobalt, manganese, the good stuff. These elements aren't just lying around like pebbles, mind you. They're extracted from mines, often in remote and challenging locations. This is a dirty business, but it's the foundation of the EV revolution. Once these precious elements are unearthed, they're shipped off to Panasonic's processing plants. Here they undergo a series of transformations, each one more mind-boggling than the last. They're crushed, ground, mixed, and refined with almost surgical precision. It's a far cry from the oily workshops of old, but trust me, it's every bit as fascinating. This is where the magic begins. The raw materials are transformed into a fine powder, the building blocks of the battery's electrodes. Think of it like flour used to bake a cake, except instead of a delicious treat, we're talking about a battery capable of powering a multi-ton electric vehicle. The next stage is where things get really interesting. The powdered materials are mixed with a special binding agent to create a slurry. This slurry is then coated onto thin sheets of metal foil, either aluminum for the cathode or copper for the anode. These coated foils are then dried in massive ovens, removing any remaining moisture. The precision required here is staggering, controlling temperature and humidity to within fractions of a degree. The dried foils are then pressed and calendared to create a dense and uniform surface. Section 4, the heart of the beast, assembling the battery cell. Now we come to the heart of the matter, assembling the battery cell. The coated foils, now called electrodes, are stacked together in a specific configuration with a thin separator layer in between. This separator is crucial. It prevents the electrodes from touching and causing a short circuit. It's a delicate dance requiring incredible precision and a steady hand. This stack of electrodes and separators is then carefully wound or folded into a compact shape and inserted into a casing. This casing can be cylindrical, prismatic, or pouch-shaped. Depending on the specific requirements of the battery, it's a bit like origami, only with much higher stakes. Once the electrodes and separator are safely ensconced in their casing, a liquid electrolyte is injected. This electrolyte acts as the conduit for lithium ions to flow between the cathode and anode, which is what creates the electrical current. Now breathe a sigh of relief, the battery cell is born. Section 5. Trial by fire, testing. But the journey isn't over yet. Before a Panasonic EV battery is deemed roadworthy, it has to prove its mettle through a battery of rigorous tests. We're talking extreme temperatures, vibration, shock, overcharging, over-discharging, you name it, they test it. Think of it as a boot camp for batteries. Each cell is meticulously inspected for any flaws or inconsistencies. They're charged and discharged countless times to assess their capacity, efficiency, and longevity. Only the strongest, most reliable cells make it through this grueling process. And it's not just about individual cells. Once the cells pass muster, they're assembled into larger modules, and then into even larger battery packs. These packs undergo their own set of tests to ensure they can withstand the rigors of real-world driving conditions. Section 6, a spark for the future, Panasonic's role in a greener world. So there you have it, a glimpse into the intricate and fascinating world of Panasonic EV battery production. It's a complex, technologically advanced process, but it's one that's essential for the future of mobility. As we transition away from fossil fuels, batteries will play an increasingly vital role in powering our world. And Panasonic, with its relentless pursuit of innovation and quality, is leading the charge. Their batteries aren't just powering cars, they're powering a cleaner, greener future. So the next time you see an electric car silently gliding down the road, Remember the unseen marvel that's making it all possible. A Panasonic EV battery born from earth, fire, and a whole lot of engineering brilliance.